How you doing? I'm Alex. You may have seen me from my videos, which is usually talking about guitars or amps or something like that. You also usually see me basically in my little cavern in my basement. But as you can see, I'm outside. It's a beautiful July day because I got something. I alluded to it in one of the other videos, but here it is. I have right now what is probably one of the hottest vehicles on the planet right now. It took me 688 days to get it. I was a first day reservation. Put my money down with Ford, ordered the first one that I wanted, which wasn't this color and wasn't this package because these weren't available in the model I got, which we'll talk about in a second, and waited and waited and waited. Had to reorder it as a 22 in October of 21, and it came in the middle of May, and I picked it up on June 1st. So I've had it about a month. It's not the perfect vehicle, but they say a vehicle should be an extension of a person's personality. I've got that in spades. This thing is me. Now there's a reason. So when I was an infant, I actually came home from the hospital in an orange two-door 1966 Bronco that my parents had. They also had a Mustang GT convertible and a Shelby, but I came home in this. And we had it in the family until my dad realized that you cannot shove 3 kids in the back of a two-seater back seat. So we ended up getting, I believe it was a mint green and wood Gran Torino that my dad put American Racings on it and put a 4-speed in instead of the, anyway, that's my dad. So I have very, very little recollection of this vehicle when I was a child, but my father talked so much about his orange Bronco, the orange Bronco, that the stories that he told have been so put in my mind that they're almost mine. I mean, he told a story when he and his friends went deer hunting, and my dad was a big guy, so he didn't want to go through the woods. So they're going to push for deer, and my dad's sitting on the back, the tailgate of the truck without a doe tag, and 25 doe literally walked past him within 50 feet, and he couldn't do a damn thing about it. Stories like that. He loved that truck. My dad passed away in 2003, and I miss him terribly. And when this was introduced, I just said, I gotta get one. It's gotta be a 2-door, it's gotta be orange because of the orange Bronco, and it's gotta be stick shift. Well, I wanted the off-road package because it just looks great. It's a Sasquatch, just look at it. But it wasn't offered with a manual transmission. That's why I had to reorder. So I ordered a 21. First off, I couldn't get this color because it wasn't available on a base. We'll talk about the truck in a second, but a little bit more about me. So I ordered one in blue, the dark blue, manual, base, and I was gonna put a wrap on it or I was gonna do something. Then they offered the Sasquatch package with a manual, and I had to have one. So we did that initial reorder in January of 21. So went with the blue, then found out they were dropping the dark blue, the I can't remember what it was called, sapphire blue. And I was pissed off because I really didn't like any other colors. And then a friend said, yeah, but they offered orange as a base. So by being on that waiting list forever and waiting nearly 700 days, I was able to get exactly what I wanted, which was an orange 2-door manual Sasquatch. That combination right now is one of the hottest vehicles on the planet right now. These things are going on eBay for thousands and thousands over list price, if you can get one at all. I have been offered up to $15,000 over what I paid for it to sell it. Now I've had it 5 weeks. Is it the best vehicle I ever had? No, but it's pretty damn fun, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. But it's amazing how in demand this vehicle is. So it is a 2.3 4-cylinder, turbocharged, about 300 horsepower, and about 315 foot-pounds of torque, which is plenty for me. I am not going to be going crazy with this thing, but it is one, it does have the best grille in all of the Broncos, the base does. And under the hood, they are ugly as a war wound, but they are functional. Do I wish it had a cute little cover over the valve cover that said Bronco? No, but that's a lot of hoses. That's just a big mess. So anyway, this is the two-door. It is the Sasquatch. So it's got the 35-inch Goodyear Wranglers on it, the big flares, the Bilsteins, the locking differentials, skid plates, and such. I am 6'4" and 307 pounds. I fit incredibly comfortable in this vehicle. It's not, and my wife is nearly the polar opposite. She's 100-something pounds, 5 feet tall, and she can drive it once she's able to get into it. Now, that being said, I had to add, these are TAC brand or Truck Accessory Corporation brand rock sliders, bolt directly into mounts already pre-built into the truck. They will hold 500 plus pounds. I can climb up on here with very little deflection. I had to put them on. I didn't want to. I thought it kind of ruins the look of the truck, but at 5 feet tall with an off-road package with the Sasquatch, my wife could not actually get in the vehicle. So I had to be a coachman and walk around with a little stool for her to climb in and climb out of it. She actually didn't even drive the vehicle until she could get in and out on her own. So now that she's got her little way in using the handles that I added and the rock sliders with the steps, she can get in. It is not perfect. When you open the door, if it's wet, the water comes in. It happens. But one thing that's great about this thing is this does have the fully removable roof, and it does look even better with the roof off. It does. It's just awesome. But the roof panels are very, very easy to open or to unlock and to take out. There are 8, basically 6 twisty locks and 1 actual locking system to lock it in. I've already unbolted or attached it, and I can do that, all 8 of them, from sitting in the driver's seat, which is nice. Then you literally just lift up and take them out. These are about 25 pounds a piece, maybe a little more. Set them in the bag that comes with the vehicle, and you got yourself your convertible, and easily reinstallable. Just drop them in, that's it, and then you go in and lock everything up. Now I have the 2-door. I got the 2-door for a couple reasons. It's about $4 grand cheaper. 2, nostalgia. My dad had a 2-door Bronco. I got to get a 2-door Bronco. If you have children, if you use this thing anything more than a weekend for 2 getaway type thing, get the 4-door. I have a 10-week-old black lab, who's the cutest dog on the planet, but getting him in and out of the back to tether him into the latch is a pain in the butt, and we're talking a puppy. They're pretty bendable and flexible. Trying to get a real kid into a car seat in the back might be a little harder. So seats do have, the passenger side has a memory, the driver's side doesn't. You can pop something to get something in pretty easy. Manual seats, this is a base, speaking of. So I wanted a nothing on it, stripped and ripped Bronco, and that's what I got. The problem is it isn't stripped and ripped enough. When I wanted a Bronco, I wanted crank windows, manual mirrors, manual locks, nothing on it. This thing is really well equipped with air tilt cruise, windows locks, great radio and ventilation and heating system. Sound system itself, speaker-wise, you gotta upgrade, but we'll talk about that. Roof comes off, there's 8 bolts holding it on each side, or 4 bolts on each side, or 5? 4. And it's only about 100 pounds, much lighter than the Jeep unit. 2 people could easily remove this, but like I said, if you're going anywhere, if my wife and I are going anywhere, we're taking my wife's Subaru, which is a great vehicle. It's wonderful, she loves it. She thinks it's the best vehicle she's ever owned. And it's great for going out with another couple for drinks or when the kids come home. But that's not what this thing's about. This thing is literally about me and me having fun. This is my toy. It's my first toy I ever bought myself. I build guitars. make amps and sell amps, and I'm a musician by fun, but I've never really went out and just got a toy. And my wife reluctantly said, okay, fine, whatever. And she allowed me. So this is not about comforts. This is not about being able to go out on the town with another couple. This is just literally me kind of showing off and getting, hey, look what I got. Tailgate. Some people complain about the tailgate with this gas strut in here. It really doesn't bother me. Pops up, not a lot of room in the back. It's not designed for that if you saw how short the wheelbase is. Seats go down really easy. I already lowered the head restraint. They don't go flat. I wish they did. But, I've gotten a couple amplifiers, a pedal board, and 2 guitars in here with 1 seat still up. So it's not that bad. There's a little bit of a wind noise when you're driving down the road at the seam from the 2-piece top, but it's not too bad. Great camera. Coming over to this side. It does have the memory seats on this side, in that when you slip and slide forward to let, your puppy in or anything like that, seat goes right back to the last position. As you can see, I'm not the smallest guy you'll ever meet, and me trying to get in the back to tether the dog, let's just say it's a little bit difficult. My wife, being short and a lot more petite, fits in there, but then she can't reach the dog to latch and unlatch, so it falls on me. I did add, as I said, these little grab handles. They are really nice. I really don't use them. They're for her. I am a good husband, and the fact that I'm kind of lazy and I did not want to be a coachman anymore, so I put these in so she can grab. So she uses this and the nice grab handle that's here in the dashboard to pull herself up, along with the rock sliders, which, like I said, they're TAC, I believe they're called Sidewinders. They're great. They went in 10 minutes. They're perfect. I love the fact that if I start opening the door, I can look in the rear view mirror or the side view mirror and still see back. It does not open with the vehicle. They pulled a lot of Jeep people when they decided to build this, and they thought, okay, what do you like, what don't you like? One of the things they liked was doors came off, but they hated storing them because they were huge. If you notice, there is no window frame in these doors. These doors unbolt. There's a grab handle right here. I have the slip covers that slide over, so I could literally just pick it up. It's about 75 pounds, and they will actually fit in the back of the vehicle. So if you have a bad day and you got to put the doors on real quick, you can. What's nice is the mirrors are separate from the door. So when the doors are off, I don't have to add dinky mirrors like they do, or drive illegally like many people do with their Jeeps. So huge benefit there. It's just a great vehicle. It's not perfect. There are flaws. I actually don't even like the color. Yeah, it's orange, but it's not. I have a 79 Mustang Cobra that's painted utility truck orange. This is not the old chrome yellow orange of the Broncos of the 60s. You know what color it is? It's pavement marking. If you look at the yellow line on a road, yep, that's what it is. It's pavement marking yellow. So this is my 2022 Ford Sasquatch base. Now that is the last thing we'll talk about. It's rare. I have probably one of the rarest Broncos around currently. They're starting to come out. But I ordered a 2-door with a manual with a Sasquatch on a base model. So it doesn't have all the frills, but it has the looks. And to be honest, at roughly $40,000 for this, it's probably per dollar spent one of the best bargains out there. I absolutely love it. I hope if you like the video, hit the like button. If you like the truck, get in line. There's a lot of people ahead of you. I waited a long time and the line's not getting any shorter. So run to your dealership, throw down a deposit, enjoy your new Bronco. I enjoy mine. Take care.